Well, everyone, as most of you know, the iPhone 7 Plus is one of those phones that came out so many years ago, and I'm probably going to be honest, I probably wouldn't recommend any single person to go ahead and buy an iPhone like this anymore. But if I had to go ahead and come up with some reasons why I would probably recommend some people to go and buy an iPhone 7 Plus, these are kind of some of those reasons. Now, the number one reason I can probably recommend the average person to go ahead and buy an iPhone 7 Plus if you want to, is that a device like the iPhone 7 Plus is still kind of getting some sort of software updates. Now, it's not anything super crazy. These are pretty basic updates when it comes down to it, but they're still updates nonetheless. And if you wanted to go ahead and kind of pick up an iPhone and kind of, still get some security updates here and there, you could go ahead and buy an iPhone like this. Now, like I said, I really would not recommend the average person to go and buy it, but iOS 15 is still getting some security updates every so often. In fact, it kind of just got one recently, so you could kind of make the argument that this is still somewhat of a software-supported iPhone. So keep that in mind. Again, not the biggest deal in the world or anything, but just one of those things to keep in mind there. Now, on top of that, another big thing you can kind of make the claim for the iPhone 7 Plus is the fact that this is an iPhone that still kind of powerful. It's not the most powerful phone of all time, and it still has lots of issues and different things that I kind of hate within it. But I still think if you're going to go through and pick up an iPhone, this thing is not, a terrible device from a performance perspective. And I do think from that side, it's a very, very interesting thing to kind of keep in mind here too, because it's still an iPhone that's still, able to download and install the latest applications. You're still able to go through and, kind of do whatever you want to with it. So I do think from that side, that's also another very interesting thing to kind of keep in mind here as well, because this type of device is a very interesting thing when it comes down to it, because you can still kind of throw in whatever you want to from a performance perspective and still get a pretty decent time, which makes me very, very happy and excited to have. So from those two things alone, that could still kind of be a good phone. But also one of my most favorite things going on for this iPhone too is the fact that both these, the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, depending on which way you want to go, it's still a very, very cheap iPhone. This is not the most expensive iPhone anymore. And I do think this in and of itself is another very cool thing. The fact that this type of device is still very, very interesting. The fact that it's still a very cheap phone too is another very cool thing that I'm still obsessed with as well. So those are kind of, if I had to come up with some reasons to go and buy the iPhone 7 Plus in 2024, those are kind of the main ones that I'd probably recommend thinking about. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.